Hey guys, so I'm at House on the Rock with Reece, Victoria, and Ethan. And if you watch the barn videos, then you have met Victoria and Ethan before. We're going to do a ceiling fan House on the Rock vlog today. We're going to point out all the ceiling fans and places where they used to be. This is the ticketing and check-in area. And when I was a kid, this was much smaller, and there was an antique brass Encon Monarch with cane blades right where you walked in, so maybe equivalent to where that lamp is. No fans here now, but there are other fans, other places to make up for that later, so we will continue today. Hey guys, so part two, this is the Alex Jordan Center. This was not here when I was a kid, it did not exist. And so these fans were not here when I was a kid. So this is fans that have since been added. These are Casablanca missions. So looks like there's 5 of them. In the Patreon group chat, I'd guessed that there were 6. So
in fact, Alex was of Western European ancestry and stood at Danube.
There's Reece doing Reece things. 5 of them? Did I count correctly?
There's about 5.
So do you know what year these are? Because I don't. Well, I guess it'd have to be, this place was built in, this building was built in like the 2000s. So this would have to be like 2008, 2006.
I know Hunter made two, and theirs were slightly different.
Yeah, these are cooler. I've never had one of these. I've had the Hunters.
They're like co-produced or something.
Probably.
I don't know the whole lore there.
Take your time. I'm going to finish filming this and then I'll find where you guys are. Oh no, there is 6. I was right. Okay, so again, these were not here when I was a kid, so there was 1 fewer fan in the ticketing area, 6 additional fans here, so we're at a net increase of 5 so far. Because what prompted this was the discussion of are there more or fewer fans since I was a kid. I guess we won't ever know the correct answer because I don't remember exactly how many there were when I was a kid. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll move on to the next section. Okay, so here's another one that was added, but you could argue that this probably replaced the Encon from the original ticketing area because this structure is actually original. And so I don't think this was the exact same position, but it's similar enough. There's this, I think this was a Monte Carlo, something to that effect.
How do you collect all this stuff?
People donate stuff they don't want stuff. I learned you love that 4-letter word to start with F. Free. Anything that everybody wanted to get rid of, and they didn't want it, it was free.
I see. Okay, it's coming clear to me now.
He took it. He may not use it a week, month, year from now, but sooner or later you use it. He knew he had it somewhere.
That's why I was asking for just a little bit ago. I wonder if he was married, and I don't think he had children.
Ticket or receipt?
Okay, thank you. All right, we got the story pretty clear now.
All right, when you 2 young ones are ready, what you do is go straight that way through the gatehouse. You'll get the other side, you see a ramp. Take the all the way up top to the house. Once you're in the house, don't forget.
Part 3, we are vlogging the Infinity Room here at House on the Rock, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 contacts. When I was a kid, there were only 2 fans here, and they were Emerson Legends, and you can kind of tell by the outlet boxes. One of them would have been there, where the outlet box is. So it would have been there and there. Those two. Interesting. I would have thought it would have been there, like in there with the lights, but by the outlet boxes, it's pretty clear. They're actually there and there. They were Emerson Northwinds. Did I say Legends? I keep saying Legends. Northwinds, which is like they were antique brass, like builder Panama event things.
They were cast.
Yeah. So these are probably better though, because these are, yeah, plus there's more of them. So this was an improvement, and we are up 10 fans so far. Okay. There's today's crew. One more shot of the Infinity Room. We'll move on to the next section. Hey guys, what is this, part 4? I'm not doing a great job of keeping track. This is the streets of yesterday. As far as I know, this did not have fans when I was a kid. It would make sense because it's got the same context, so it makes sense that those would have been added later when the ones in the Infinity Room were added. But it's also possible that they replaced something and I just didn't remember or didn't notice because it was so dark down here. Could have been more black Emerson Legends, or not Legends, I keep saying Legends. What do you call them? Northwinds. So my guess was that there was 3, so let's see if I'm right. Oh, 4. I've only seen these off once, and I'm pretty sure it was a mistake. Okay, we'll keep moving. What were you gonna say, Reese, about the
I was
fans?
just saying, I didn't even know they were looked up.
Well, so here's the thing. My memory says there were no fans in this section when I was a kid.
But then they added these.
They added these when they swapped them in the Infinity Room. But it's also possible that there were fans up there that I just didn't notice because they're so hard to see. Could have been
anything.
black. Well, I'm guessing that everything when I was a kid was either from Menards, Kmart, or like the Emersons, which I don't know where those came from. Maybe like a showroom. So they could have been some black Emerson Northwinds, because there's one of those which we'll see in a minute.
There's a jar that they have in here that I own.
Go on ahead. So there's the other Emerson Legend, which I assume was installed at the same time as the ones when I was a kid. But I don't remember seeing this as a kid, but maybe I just overlooked it because it's dark in here. But it would be weird if there was like Emerson Legends installed at different times.
This is just a Northwind.
Oh, and that's what I meant, Northwind. I keep saying Legend.
Legends of the 1800s.
Yeah. This is the same as the ones that were in the Infinity Room, only black. This is Emmanuel's favorite part of House on the Rock.
And those were they all, is that one 4-blade or 5-blade?
5.
Were they all 5?
Yes.
I wonder if there were more of those in where those contacts are.
That was what I was thinking. Maybe I just didn't notice. So, you guys saw the model of the whale back there?
That was so
Whale.
Well, let's see if I can
a
get...
compass from the 1700s. So. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so
That's what she said. There's 2 more contacts up there that I'll log when we go up there. Just pointing them out. So as a kid, I accidentally went this way and got a sneak peek of these custom Fanimations here. And I was so confused because like being in the midst of House on the Rock and then just getting a glimpse at that and not knowing what it was and then having to turn around. So we'll go take a look at those later, just like I did when I was a kid. Okay, so we're at the 3rd floor balcony here of the Heritage of the Sea. There's the giant whale. That's the contact that's always been on. Here's the one that's never been on. I have a feeling the control might be in here. Victoria, you know how to pick locks?
Yeah, actually, I
Okay, well, you got your tools? Ah, goddamn it. So, there's got to be a control, and the conduit goes there. It goes to the other one. We're trying to figure out where the control would be. Okay. Yeah, it goes down. It's either up there or inside whatever's in here. Nope. So it's either up there . Okay, so this is the section with the most fans, so I'm gonna vlog walking in here, because I do remember as a kid walking in here and looking down at the so not counting the fans in the Pizzeria, Reece, there are 4 ceiling fans in this section. You have to find them all. Yeah, because it's lunchtime.
Are they viewable from here?
No. No, just just those 2 big Pizzeria ones are viewable from here. And I don't know if it's on or yeah, it's on. There's also a really decent vent fan there on the, like a Janet Jackson fan. Yeah, like used to be in every music video in the 80s.
Because they were always like walking in front of them.
Yeah.
And they were always on a. I remember that, and they were always on aesthetic lows. And all
Yep.
Looks like they had exhaust fans and then took them out.
It does look like they probably did that when they added that, I guess. I don't know.
What is that one gonna look like?
Sorry, go ahead.
They don't really have a creature from the block.
I guess I'll wait till we get closer to that.
There are some weirdly modified vehicles in this section. so
That's
I'm
true.
fully-
One in particular that everybody loves.
I think I know which one it is.
I think you do too, because you've probably seen pictures of it. It's okay. So we're here outside the Pizzeria. That's where you walk in at. The let me see if I can see it. The big exhaust fan, for reference, is back there. Yeah. So in here, and I might splice in some footage from when the ice cream shop was open. So the ice cream shop is open today. This is the ice cream shop with the Menards copper fans, which are always on. I don't think I've ever seen them off. But then the 2, there are those, the 2 antiques. And these are the ones that are hard to find. Are in these little shops here. R52 with GE blades and similarly modified original. So these were here when I was a kid, these Menards fans. Those probably were, and I probably didn't notice them. I mean, it's unlikely they would have been added later. Granted, this space wasn't finished.
No one tell him that the chairs vibrate because I just know he will scream.
There, that's the best shot I've got him with the lights off. Thank you, Reece. So, for reference, those were here when I was a kid. Those were, but I didn't see them. Those were here. We're about to go in the Pizzeria, and I'll film that separately. Hey guys, so we're in the Pizzeria. There's the 2 big custom Fanimations. here's Reece. Then here's the row of Menards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't know how many I had guessed.
6.
6?
You thought there were 6.
I thought there were 6. Okay. Well, I guessed 1 under for this and 1 over for the missions, I guess. Yeah, these are actually good fans. Have not seen the spotlight kits on that I remember.
Were they ever on?
I don't remember. Probably. It's another thing I'd love to fix. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. So this is the only music machine that has a fan. This is called the Blue Danube. And it plays the Blue Danube, and we'll play it in a second. It's not one of my favorites, but it is very visually beautiful. It's the only music machine with a fan. It's got a contact right there. It's the only one where I know where the control is, and it's right here. Now, this one actually we can turn. We can go through the speeds and even maybe do spin down. We'll turn it to low. Here, hand me a token, Reece. We'll put one there, or Victoria, whoever's got one handier. While I'm videoing this fan, we'll go through this. We'll play this machine. Thank you, sir. So that's low. Put it back to high and then do spin down. This one's a little off. I call this one middle school band. Oh, hey Reece, I never noticed before. There's a whole section of chandeliers there that are out. Never even noticed those before. Look at that top row of chandeliers. Let's do spin down. More lights down there. I'm gonna sit for a second. There's other people coming in. I think I can still see that from. Yeah, not much different. So, the rumor is that Alex Jordan used to hide in the walls to watch people's reactions. My theory is that's one of his hiding places, or possibly a secret passageway. Yeah. Is it open? Can you go in there? They're usually padlocked. Good idea. She's a great partner in crime. We're gonna take her all kinds of places. Can't get in?
No, I thought there was cracks and then some light, but I realized there's no cracks.
Yeah. Is there a lock on it or something? You can go, yeah, don't worry about me. What'd you say?
They glued it.
Ah, then it probably was either a secret passageway or a hiding place.
Down there are cool. There's
Yeah,
a ball.
I got those on the video. This is, in my opinion, not one of the better music machines, though it sounds like a middle school band.
And it, yeah.
It's very good.
But it's cool.
Yeah, it's very visually, yeah.
And it's one of the only ones that has a fan.
It is the only one that has a fan, unless you count the Calliope.
Did this always have the fan, or was this the only fan?
Oh, that's a good point. I should say that in the blog. I have no memory of seeing a fan there as a kid, but I also have no memory of this music machine as a kid. The only music machine that I remember from my childhood was the Blue Room, the one that took me 4 tries to get it going. I'm sure all of them were all here, but that's still spinning down. Yeah, the other music machines were all here, but I just don't remember them because I was a kid, and it's overwhelming to remember. I'm just waiting for this fan, and then we can move on. I'm doing the fan vlog. So guys, don't go too far ahead of me, okay? Go by that player piano over there. Do you want me to put another? Here, who's got my tokens? Reece has got my tokens. What did you say?
You're waiting for a fan.
It's a long story. I'm vlogging the ceiling fans here for ceiling fan collectors.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I love your glasses.
Thank you. So I'm just. Here, I can put another token in the music machine while I'm waiting on that. Okay. Zero to high. So this is Inspiration Point. This has the two Fanimation Enigmas. This is one of the only sections that was added in the last 20 years or so. This replaced the Wildlife Cafe, which had those CEC GE vent fans that they sold at Kmart, like Unipack, this Atlantic Air, with the 3-light. There was a white and brass one in one of the 12 Wings bathrooms, and it was that exact fan, same finish and everything. There were 2 of those in the Wildlife Cafe. So we are at a net same number of fans for this section. 2 CECs replaced with 2 Enigmas. And then, as we pointed out, when you go out there, you can see the infinity room from below and see some of those contacts from below.
So the cafe that used to be here was a lot smaller,
Yeah.
and the ceiling was like probably as high as the rest of this.
Yeah, it was a log cabin ceiling. I think there's only one more fan, so we'll see. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, but you can actually see the contacts spinning. You can see the motion. I'm not sure if it's picking up in the camera. But out here we can see it. Okay, continuing our vlog. Hey guys, so we found the first of the Dollhouse ceiling fans. And it's lit up right here in this dollhouse. I don't know what they're laughing at.
No, it's just how funny that is, Tommy. It's like, yeah, we found the Dollhouse ceiling fan, as if that's a normal thing.
I mean, out of context, yeah. So there are 2 that we know of, but I've never been able to find them without help. Stuart found both of them so far. Reece has found 1. We are in the doll room. I'll vlog some more if we find the other one. Hey guys, so this is the last fan install here that remains. This is an SMC DC52. There were actually 2 of these here when I was a kid, all the way through my first visit as an adult, which was like 2013. For some reason, they removed the one that was like right here in the past 10 years. No idea why. But because I can reach the pull chain and it's on a switch, we can actually vlog this on all the speeds and do spin down. Reece, do you want to take the camera? Sure. Are you good at holding the camera steady, or do you do like Metal Pete and just theme? That's how tired I am. Just film your feet half the time.
I used to do that.
Here's the switch over here.
But then I remembered.
If you're gonna get me in the shot, to make sure I look thin. So I'm just turn it to low. This is Rick's favorite room because of the SMC. Let's see how your shot looks out.
I always try to make sure the fan's centered.
Yeah. I think last time Rick was here, we just set it to low so that we preserve the bearings as long as possible. Move it to medium. Off. High. Medium. Should I do reverse as well, Reece?
I don't think you have to.
You don't think I have to? I could.
It doesn't matter. You don't have anything to test it with.
Low. Off. Hi. These 4-blade ones actually move pretty good air. The 5-blade ones are pretty weak for a 52-inch fan. That's actually, yeah, it's got a little SMC bearing, nice, huh?
It's interesting how they mounted it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean, that's a piece of plywood in the ceiling grid, but it's weird that they put an outlet box on it. It's not necessary. Okay, well, let's do spin down.
I'll actually give you the camera back for this, so if you can do it however you want it.
Reece is bored of holding the camera.
I don't know, too many people see me hold that camera. Now at least.
I think I'm going to do reverse if I can reach the reverse switch, because why not? And then I'll leave it on maybe low reverse or medium reverse, just for a change of pace. What have we lost? So there's the armor room. Oh good, they're still over there. I would like to add some fans in, like in there, in those open sections. Keep the suits of armor cool.
We have something small near the top.
Some sort of black industrial or brown. Question is, can I reach the reverse switch? Here, hold the camera again, let's see. It's weird that you're done with my shit, because I'm often done with yours.
I'm just usually not the one to mess with fans in public places.
I don't normally, but in this case I'm making an exception for this and the other one that I can reach the control. So here's low reverse. Oh, well, there we go. No reverse. Well, guess it's not going in reverse.
Here's your phone back.
Should I leave it on low or medium? I normally leave it on low. Medium? What do you mean it's crooked? Let's see, well, you're gonna have to help me. It doesn't look crooked. Where?
That they took out the second foot. I just think that's weird.
It is weird. I don't know why.
It could have been. It could have just had issues.
They're clearly just, is this medium? It seems fast for medium. Okay. Oh, I think that's the end of vlogging fans. I think I'll do a wrap up near the gift shop. Yeah, because I wanted to see if it ended up on medium or low, and that does look like medium. So yeah, there were two of these here when I was a kid. This section was built far before this fan would have been made, so the fans must have been added in the 90s, maybe late 80s. I don't know when the DC series started, but these are clearly early. But then yeah, they at some point removed. I think they must have removed it to add that light in the center. But why couldn't they just added the light?
Well,
The light wasn't there.
well, did they take the fan out with that?
No, the fan was like right there, yeah.
That doesn't make any. Why would the light have been taken out? Why didn't they take that one out too?
Well, that's a good question. I'm glad they left one, but two would have been nice.
My theory is that it just had issues.
They leave stuff here with issues all the time. You're still here.
You're still here.
So while they're exploring the gardens, this is probably as good a time as any to wrap up the vlog. On the other side of the gardens is the gift shop. And the gift shop now is boring. It's just a white room with acoustical tiles and recessed lights. When I was a kid, instead of exiting through the gift shop, you exited through the garden cafe, which had a youth center type install of Encon Monarchs, polished brass with no cane, or at least the cane side wasn't showing, and they had 4 or 5 tulip light kits or something to that effect. And it was the first time I'd ever seen a youth center type install where you had just an excessive amount of fans in one room, and it made a huge impression on me. And I was very sad to find that particular room is gone when I came back. However, House on the Rock in general is still just as cool as it was when I was a kid. And I think there's actually about the same number of fans, or... Well, I'll have to do the math at the end of today now that I've recounted everything. And the reason I can't have an accurate count is I don't actually know what was here when I was a kid. I just know what I remember. And I don't remember exactly how many were in the garden install, so I'm just going to pick a garden cafe install. So I'm just going to pick 12 as the number. And we'll use 12 as the number to determine if there's in fact more or fewer. I'm going to assume 12 for the garden cafe, and I'm going to assume that there were not any fans where the contexts were previously that I do not remember. So the Infinity Room had the 2. I'm going to assume none in the streets, none, etc., etc. So, well, I think that wraps up the vlog, unless they have anything they want to add. I'll probably vlog the car ride home as far as the House on the Rock experience, but as far as the ceiling fan portion, that probably wraps it up. Like I said, we're just going to exit through the gift shop and then through the ticketing area again. And so, thanks for watching. Buy Fan Stick and come to House on the Rock.